What's up, everybody? I'm Faraz Malone, and today I really want to talk about DokeV. So when you talk about DokeV, the first thing you see in this game is imagination, color, adventure, just kids characters having fun in this sprawling open world with just different environments, beaches, cityscapes, underwater. You're riding on bikes, you're riding on skateboards, jet skis, whatever. This is the type of game that when you think about a video game, to me, this is just what I want to see. This is what I want to see in video games. When you think about how many video games we get every year, we're waiting. We look for E3, we look for Gamescom, TGS, the Game Awards. I don't want to sit here and overhype a game that's not out. We've only seen supposedly 10% of the environment, says the developers of the game. Obviously they're going to show the best things that they have. This game was revealed in 2019 or 2020, and just at this last Gamescom a few weeks ago, it just blew up on the internet, especially for Pokemon fans like me who have been in the game since the 90s, where we're just hoping for so much more from Game Freak and Nintendo. We're getting Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh, that's a step up in a way. It looks a little more open, like Breath of the Wild. We've had the wild areas in Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's just so much as Pokemon fans of that genre. Even things like Digimon, where you just want you want to see the monsters in these sprawling great worlds where things can happen more than just static, linear, go down a path, you do this, you do that. The same thing where I get Pokemon mainline series every time they come out, and I don't even want to make this video all about how Pokemon, what they're doing wrong. That's not what this is about. This is about looking at a game like DokeV, which is coming from the developer Pearl Abyss. This is coming from the developer Pearl Abyss, who makes Black Desert, the MMO, which is a pretty successful MMO. It's not up there with Final Fantasy or WoW, but it's still a game that's out there being played. And if there's anything to be said about Black Desert, it's a beautiful looking game. Now DokeV, like I said, we've only seen so much of what they want us to see off these few trailers, but in proof of concept, them selling the game to people, this is just what I want to see, where you see these different creatures called DokeB, DokeBI. These creatures that they say that certain people can't, like there's a small amount of people that can't see them, there's people that can see them. Your character in the game is going to be able to take these creatures, go out in the environment. You're going to be doing battles, but that's another difference between this game, is that you're going to be able to just go in the environments with your DokeB. This weird panda looking thing with boxing gloves, this anteater looking thing, and they say they're not exactly those animals, but they're based, imagination. Like, this game is supposed to be like what's in a kid's mind, and what do you really like as a child, like having that experience of just imagination and wanting to see different things. This is just what I want to see, where it's weird. I don't talk about games like this that often, where you see something like that and you just see how big the environments are. You see their creativity in the art design, where you're gonna be able to do so much different traversal. Obviously this game is gonna be a PC game first. If this game goes to console, that would be one of the best decisions Pearl Abyss could make. If this game is looking to be what people like me are hype about, where I'm talking about like this, where I don't just get out of my seat to just talk about everything. I said I wasn't going to talk about Legends Arceus too much more, but when you look at Legends Arceus, it's played on Nintendo Switch. We know as gamers, as consumers, the Nintendo Switch from a power standpoint is inferior. You're going to get the best experiences out of games in terms of fidelity and look on the PC. So this game coming to PC, you're going to see the top quality graphics, you're going to see top quality effects, sound design. The music from the trailers is really fun. It's just really what you want to, like, when we think of Pokemon games, you just want to go into the game feeling like you can do whatever you want. You don't want to feel like you're just stuck down. They're saying this game, it was originally supposed to be an MMO, but they changed it, saying it's going to be a single player adventure. There's going to be multiplayer components. They haven't specified exactly what you're going to be doing with the multiplayer components, but when you just think of looking at what you can do online on PC where you're gonna be able to, hopefully we'll be able to connect with, multiple people, up to maybe like even a Monster Hunter Destiny type situation, up to like 4 to 6 people at a time. Like the things that I would want out of a game, being able to team up, being able to have everybody. How many creatures we're gonna have in this game is something I'm really curious about. How many DokeV are gonna be in the game? You don't want to have too many, you don't have too little. A good, 100 to 200. But this is also a situation where they're gonna be able to evolve this game. Hopefully, there's not gonna be too many, microtransactions, things like that, where you're gonna be gated from collecting the DokeV. I would want this game to be something where it's a one-time purchase, and there's gonna be extra, maybe cosmetics or whatever. But when you look at a situation like this, you want to be able to just create like this crazy character where you look at the customization that they're showing, from hair to outfits to the gadgets you're gonna be running around with. You just like, it's giving me this energy where I'm looking at it. It's just like, this is what you want to see out of a video game. Like when we think of video games in this era, you think about a Last of Us, you think about Red Dead Redemption, even Grand Theft Auto, like really serious games. We still get fun games too, and they're more so come from the indie side. And Pearl Abyss isn't one of like the top developers. I wouldn't say they're an indie developer, but this is the stuff you see from the, not, lack of a better term, lesser developers, where you're getting more creativity. You're not getting this stuff that's stuck in a box, getting Assassin's Creed all the time or getting Call of Duty. Like, I want to see a video game. When you think about going back to my day of the 90s, 2000s, where you just want to have fun when you're playing a game. I love Last of Us. I love Red Dead Redemption, but a lot of times I just want to play something where I'm just having fun. I'm on an adventure. That's what people want. Adventure category is something that I feel like is so muddied in this day and age of video games. Like, this is what I'm looking for. And if you look on YouTube comments, you look online, you see the excitement from other people like me that we want to see this type of game, and hoping that this concept that they're throwing out there is legitimate. This would be a really big disappointment. I don't want this to be a cyberpunk thing where I'm getting bamboozled. I already went through the bamboozling. I can't do it anymore. All that to say, I'm excited for DokeV. You look at the trailer, you see what they're doing. Pearl Abyss, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping this isn't, clogged with microtransactions. I hope it's not clogged with, a lot of gated, progression. Obviously there's gonna be progression somehow. What does it mean when you're battling? What does it mean when you're adventuring with your DokeV, where you're just walking around town with them, you're helping people out with your DokeV? How does that work? Are we gonna be evolving things? Are they gonna be a set creature? What are we gonna see? Hopefully within the next 6 months we'll learn more. We've only had a couple trailers for this game. They're talking a lot more about it since Gamescom, really revealing itself, because nobody knew about this game the first time they showed it. I didn't know about it. I'm glad I know about it now. So they're saying a 2022 to 2023 release, but in this time, I would expect 2023 to be the deal, if anything, if at earliest, based on how games are coming out right now. What do you guys think of DokeV? Obviously, I'm excited. I just rambled on about it. Haven't been on YouTube as much as I need to be, really at all. It's something like this that got me out, in my seat to talk about something. So what do you guys think about DokeV? Are you excited? Do you love how it looks, the environments, everything? What do you want from this game? Let me know in the comments. I'm 4 Eyes Malone. Peace.